We want to head out to David Culver, who's at the ocean front. David, hopefully you were able to get a couple hours of sleep last night, and hopefully folks are heeding the warnings to kind of stay in.
Yeah, Nicole and Stephanie, I was able to get a few hours of sleep in, thankfully, and I can tell you what a difference a few hours makes as far as the conditions out here. As you can see, no rain, no wind coming down, and another good sign is that you can probably make out that we can see the sand. For a while there, we could not see the sand as those waves were coming right up to the boardwalk. Never actually coming on, excuse me, to the boardwalk, but certainly coming close enough to it to have some folks a little concerned. As you see, though, this morning, lights are on here, power is on. We actually got power late last night, which was also reassuring for us here in the hotel. I can tell you, though, a little bit farther north from where we are, towards Shore Drive and Cape Henry Beach, Chicks Beach, some of those areas dealing with power outages this morning, as well as several other parts of the resort city. But while here at the ocean front, it's relatively a nice morning, to be honest. Folks in Sandbridge, about 15 miles south from us, are dealing with a little bit of a different situation. Remember, they were the first area to really have to deal with that mandatory evacuation that kicked in, and a lot of those folks have a lot of flooding where they are as of now, and several roads are closed in that area. And those roads are closed because of some down power lines as well as some down trees. In fact, we believe that a tornado hit down at some point, which caused significant damage and blew off the roof of several homes over there. So another area, part of Sandbridge that was some concern was that south area where Back Bay is, and flooding was actually coming up. Our ArtCon was driving through some of that late last night, and flooding was coming from the Back Bay area. So they, of course, are hoping that they can now have today to kind of dry out and reassess the situation. But again, as you guys have been mentioning, city officials are urging folks to really not go out onto the roadway, let them get around. The city of Virginia Beach is asking that they can get through and clear any of those trees that may be down, some of those down power lines, which of course pose a danger to a lot of the areas, a lot of the folks living in the area who may think they can just approach, a down power line, which could still be live. So you have to be very careful as you're heading out this morning. And the city of Virginia Beach also wants to make you aware of some of the debris collection that's going on. They say that if you need to, put it to the curb and they will take care of it. Hold off on putting your bagged trash out there just yet. They need to get all that debris cleaned up before they get to all that bagged trash. But again, they are going to reassess this entire situation today once we get some light out here. But the good news, of course, is that water has receded real far back. The waves nice and calm. What a difference from 24 hours ago, even, when we were seeing those massive waves crashing near the Virginia Beach fishing pier that we have here. And of course, power on at the oceanfront. So some good news for folks waking up here, at least in the oceanfront part of Virginia Beach. Nicole and Stephanie.
David, I'm just wondering, you're not out on the water yet or anything, but you've got the door open there. You're on the balcony yesterday, as it is when any hurricane comes through. I mean, a couple days before it gets really, really hot, really, really humid. Has there been any change in the way the weather feels out there this morning?
Right now, it's an absolutely beautiful morning. I got to say that. It's a nice cool breeze, not too strong, completely different. You mentioned that humidity that we were feeling yesterday. Yeah, especially 4 stories up, which we are right now at the ocean front. We were feeling that humidity. It was actually starting to cause us to perspire for a little bit. And then, of course, the wind and the rains came through, and, well, the rains just soaked us. And now this morning, dry, cool, nice breeze. Really a nice morning here at the ocean front, guys.
Nice for all those people who have no electricity to run the air conditioner.
Oh, yeah.
That will be out cleaning up today. Thanks, David.